to all of my Virgos out there. Please make sure to get my book at Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. So, if you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as prices are in the description box below. So, let's get into it. See, a lot of times people tend to think that I'm not necessarily having fun with these readings. No, I'm having fun. It's just that, you know, yeah, I can be hard to read certain times because I'm just so straight-faced to the point where I'm just like, oh, okay. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not having fun. I am most definitely having fun doing these readings. It's just that, you know, like I said before, I'm so calm, cool, collected a lot of the times to the point where it's just like you just wouldn't know. Like, not even my own family would know, you know? Sometimes they have to ask me, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, you just had a serious look on your face. It's like, oh, no, I'm having fun. And they just, they wouldn't know. But the Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then you have the Hermit, right? You have the King of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords, the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and last but not least, you have the King of Pentacles. All right, so this is for Virgos. Obviously, the Hermit does represent Virgo. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Virgos, right? If this hit for you, please make sure to come through and get a reading. Why not, right? My email address is Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, and the prices are in the description box below. Also, too, this channel will be getting better over time. You know what I mean? Just roll with me on this. So, the cards that I'm seeing here for a lot of you Virgos, I'm just seeing how a lot of you Virgos right now kind of need to pay attention to, you know, how, ironically, how you are perceiving the world and how other people are perceiving you, you know. The way that a lot of, how do I say this? Okay, let's get into this. So why I'm saying that in the first place is because of these three cards starting out, okay? A lot of people want your attention. Three of Pentacles. You have your own group. You have your own group of people. You have your own social group. The Emperor and the Hermit represents power and the way you choose to wield it, okay? A lot of people just kind of see you as a loner, right? So much so to the point where they're basically misinterpreting it. Or you Virgos may see yourselves as loners. Either way it goes, a lot of you Virgos need to understand that you do have a lot of people around you, right? Like the Hermit, it applies in varying degrees. Like the Hermit really only applies to people whom have to surround themselves by masses of people who can't be by themselves and be comfortable, right? So the Emperor, so excuse me, so the Hermit is a person who is very much so lonely on the inside. This is not one of those readings. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in no stretch of the imagination are you Virgos actually lonely, not physically on the outside, not lonely on the inside, right, of your heart. So the things that the Emperor represents, this being a situation for you where the Emperor is about, again, you have to pay attention to the way that you wield your own power, and that a lot of you Virgos are respected, right? Especially right around now, right? It's just a matter of you Virgos having to understand, having to understand the way you wield your power is the way that people are going to perceive you. Now, the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles represents, so how do you actually get people to like you? Well, you do it through the King of Cups. You do it that way. You let people know what it is that you're feeling, you know, what it is that's going on with you internally. You know, one of the, you know, so many people don't want to be So many people don't want to have to explain themselves, and oftentimes people don't understand that they should explain themselves, because once they learn to do that, it gives people a better understanding of what's actually going on in the mind and in the heart, right? The intentions behind what it is that they see, that manifested invisibly, right, in their mind and in their heart first, which is what they don't see. And the things that the Queen of Pentacles represents, you will get a favorable reply. People will rock with you if you learn how to explain yourself, right? Tell people what's going on with you. For me, I can relate to this, right? In these types of, or just in general in the readings, I like to be able to talk to y'all about what's my thought process, as well as give y'all the actual reading, right? And if I relate to a reading, regardless of whether it comes from Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, whatever, right? Taurus, whatever it is. I lived a lot, even though I'm 30 going on 31. I've lived a lot. So, and have a lot of experiences. So I can explain and relate to a lot of different things, right? Plus I'm open-minded, okay? I speak different languages, stuff like this. Not fluently, but I speak different languages enough to be able to get by, stuff like that. So, I try to remain with an open mind. But the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords represents how, since this is a situation, this is about how a lot of you Virgos, right? If you don't learn how to explain this type of stuff to other people are going to begin to reject you because they think that you're a little bit closed off. Same situation with me. I don't know why it is that people think I'm closed off. It's just that I'm just trying to be productive. You understand what I'm saying? And I just don't want other areas of my life to start slacking, or I start slacking off in other areas of my life. That's why it is I say a million times, when it comes to me, right? As far as a girlfriend is concerned, it's going to be an interesting one, because the girlfriend personally, right? And I can relate to this reading, and I'm sure a lot of the Virgos can relate to this. There's times where, the Virgos will try to relate to people, right? And people who are playing games will have the mentality of, well, I'm not ready, right? Or maybe they're not necessarily playing games, but sometimes they'll have the mentality of they're not necessarily ready to socialize. But when the Virgos actually end up getting preoccupied with doing things, now a lot of people come by. But it's like, at this point, if the Virgos want to be friendly, they can, walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, right? They can speak to you and do what it is that they do. But at the same time, there has to be a level of appreciation there, right? So you have the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. These three cards represent how a lot of you Virgos have to understand. Again, you have the ability to really hurt a lot of people's feelings, right? Especially around this time, right? Because Virgo, the zodiac sign, is starting to gain a lot of weight for one reason or another. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, right? I don't know everything. So, and you'll never hear me claim to know everything. That's hogwash. But for some odd reason, a lot of people, really, me, I still can't believe that people really love me in this way, I didn't really learn how to accept that until 2020, but it's the same thing for you Virgos. You do have the ability to hurt a lot of people's feelings, so you have to watch out for that, right? So let's clarify the Emperor. Kind of be able to. The Page of Cups, right? Page of Wands. Knight of Wands, right? You have the ability to hurt a lot of people's feelings if you say that what they're doing sucks. They will take it seriously. So I suggest you Virgos don't say that, right? Find a way to work with them, right? Don't say that, you know what I mean, what it is that they've got going on sucks. I did that once. I apologized. All right. I should have handled the situation a lot better. And I haven't said it at all since, you know. Like I said, learning process. So just know that a lot of you Virgos are loved, right? And the people who gonna act like weirdos about it, leave those types of people alone, because they love you too. It's just that they have a really weird way of showing it. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe if you'd like to get to know. If you'd like to learn some more about this stuff, about this zodiac sign or any other, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Feel free to hit me up there. Peace.